out there and how you guys are doing. I hope you all have a great day today. And for me at this hand, I have a great day. I had a great day so far myself, and you know, today is beautiful. We had rain since started from last night, and it's not raining outside, but it's damp. But it still feel beautiful outside. It's not cold. It's just comfy. I like it. You know what at this time telling us? Like I started to like get rid of my winter clothes, them like putting away things, not like my long sleeve like this what I'm wearing. This is fit for this type of weather right now, but started put away my winter clothes them now. Can't wait to go over into the summer. Woo! So anyway, people, how you guys are doing? People, I mentioned it over my other channel, but I still will say that over here. Like, I live into a complex building, and my neighbors above, I have flooding from her apartment down to the mines, go down to the first floor, because I'm on the first, second, and third. And it's kind of like they have to do not a lot of work, but it was distracting me to come in here and those type of things. So I just like kept myself quiet and back in track again since Saturday. Do a live over my other channel, and I choose tonight I want to come over here too. But anyway, people, sometimes things are happening. I literally like to just observe things and just look at the thing what really happening before. I don't like to rush and come in here and talk about things, because sometimes you can rush come in here and run with something, and you run with false information. Okay, people? So anyway, people, turn this phone. Yeah. Really what I did want to talk about from last week is that I don't know what people thought, but as I come in here, people, and I will talk about many different little things and those type of things. But many people know that I see where Marcy Campbell get a lot of bash, which I didn't want to come in here on my channel here and talk about it too based on my opinions. But based on what really happened, and it kind of distract me from coming here. But anyway, I still want to talk about it. But Marcy Campbell always threw her birthday party heavy here. And people turn up, work fine. People it turned out beautiful, gorgeous. She looks elegant. The people, everybody was beautiful. This here, she had a party last week also, and for every single person out there, like come across everything about her party and hair. I mean, it's not fun. It's not fun for us to like jeer her, laugh at her, fun at her. Hello, how you guys are doing? Hi, thanks for watching. It's not about that. What we people have to understand, most Caribbean people, they only stick with their people, okay? And they don't socialize with other people. They stick with their people. Like, I'm a Jamaican. Most Jamaican, they will stick with a Jamaican. They will talk to other people and blah, blah. But if anyone really pay close attention and Marcy party, it's only, I believe I see 5 people. So I don't think I saw more. But it's not a big deal. It's about ice out there. You know what I mean? I read many comments where people literally talk about they were sick. They wasn't sick. Hello, how are you? They wasn't sick. It's ice out there. And I literally believe that Marcy should have canceled the party. That's literally how I feel about it. I feel like she should have canceled that party. She know that ice out there, and they tell you, 9 million undocumented people in this country right here. How many people go out there and they can have identification to go into certain club or to go into certain place? It doesn't mean they have paper. Majority of the people them that really follow her like a tender party, they all Jamaican or other people from the Caribbean. Last week Saturday, my grandson had a party, and it was so crowded. He turned 10 years old. It was the birthday party for 10 years old was so crowded. Myself and a friend that I invited, she's from Trinidad. We two was the only two Caribbean people there. I'm not saying all the American people that was there. Some of them background is from the Caribbean, all over. Some of them is here. But the only two people was there really literally that coming from a Caribbean country. It was me and my friend. It was so many people there. And I uses those type of thing, and it was like the reason why our party wasn't fire this year is just because of ice out there. People have to be careful, of course. Even you have so many undocumented people out there, but who want to get busted? No one want to get busted. She wasn't thinking that ice out there and people not going to show up, because it doesn't matter what artists from Jamaica come here at this time to have a show, it's going to flat. And you know why it's going to flat? Because Caribbean people is most who support them here. I had to be real. How many of them going to turn up? Hello, hello, hello. How many of them going to turn up? Huh? No, that's what people not paying attention to. It doesn't matter, people was dogging her out, talking about like Donna birthday party. If Donna did have her birthday party down in this time what happening, I'm telling you the truth, it would flat the same way, because it's most Caribbean people support them. You know what I mean? And this is just to show people scared. People are scared. And for many people out there, like, bad talker, laugh at her and those type of things, I don't see the sense in that. The most important thing, I believe, God gave her that life, that opportunity to see another hair. And once she wake up and see that hair, who cares? That's how I feel. And, there are settings, this here birthday party that she was having is one of the most elegant looks I saw, from she having a birthday party. The background, the color, everything was just outstanding. It was very beautiful. You know what I mean? But I was just looking at, like, I believe it's like 5 people. And based on my knowledge, it's only those 5 people a citizen or had a green card. That's it. No one gonna go out there to mess up themselves. People gonna stay in. So those are the type of thing, like, really happened. Why Marcy didn't, her party didn't turn out well. And I feel like, this is what I'm going to say. It's like, since I started to run some platform, have my channel them and stuff like that, I get to see real people. I get to see what we people make out of. If people can love you today and people can hate you tomorrow, you know what I mean? For no reason. And these platform is platform that really teaches me so many things, how to be more smarter, and how to say things, and be careful of what come from my mouth and those type of things, because your best friend and here can be your worst enemies tomorrow. That's the way I see things. And people say so many negative things about her, and those type of thing. I'm not here to say anything negative about her, because it's her birthday. She chose to do what she wanted. And of course, I believe she enjoyed herself. I believe if I was in her shoe and I threw that party and no one didn't show up, I would roll on the ground and dance and do what she did. She enjoyed, she sang, she entertained herself, and she entertained the few people that was there supporting her. And once you enjoy yourself, I think that's good. Well, anyway, you have some people like inbox me and ask me some question about certain little thing. People, I'm not a lawyer. I used to work with a lawyer way back then in the days, and he moved to a different state. After he moved, I went into nursing school, work in the medical field. I'm not a lawyer. I know little something, of course, and of course everybody know little something themselves. But um, as I'm going to say this, like some people ask me some question, I don't even know myself. I'm learning things because based on what I used to know living here, things are different. Where everyone how they see for them own self, things is not the same. Everything's totally changed. And on top of it again too, um, like someone asked me a question, and I know the question that the person asks makes sense. I three people I know went to deport to Jamaica, and they leave their money here with their best buddy. When after to send their money to them after they went home and called, they changed their phone number. Nowhere. It just that's it, because there's no way they can come back here to get that money. So, someone had inboxed me and someone asked me a question about if they get picked up, what must they do with their money, or whatever they have. People, it's very hard for me to answer that question, because I'm going to tell you the truth. The immigration lawyer at this time don't have a good answer for anyone out there, because things change every day here now. Since January, everything changed. Immigration lawyer go to school for immigration issues. Okay? When you call an immigration lawyer, they can heads you up and everything step by step. Now, they don't know what's going on to explain to you. And some of the things them that I literally know, and I'm going to express them, is that based on some of the questions, like, people ask me, I'm not an immigration lawyer, but if you don't have papers living in America at this moment, an immigration lawyer cannot save you. It's wastes of money. I had to be real. This deportation thing, it's nothing about going in front of the judge. It's about when ICE pick you up and you're not straight, you're gone. So it's not like they're gonna pick you up and take you in front of the judge. This deportation is not for you're not going to face the judge. You're going to get detained and then you go home. And like Jamaica, I literally know is every Thursday. It used to be every last Thursday after month. Now it's like every Thursday's Jamaica deportation flight. That's all I know. I don't know about the rest of Caribbean island or country or anything. But it's foolish for someone literally kind of ask this question. And in some way, it's good to ask. But for someone been here for many years and you're working, you're not trying to get your life sorted out. Why now? When they trying now, it's tough, it's hard. Everything about immigration here, it's not about just deport people. Everything about deportation, immigration here, it's totally changed. Every single thing. You want to tell me, like, based on the question that, the question someone asked me, you want to tell me you in this country for so long, and it's when things change where they deporting people, you want to speak to immigration lawyer, they cannot help at this time because them themselves don't even know what to do. I would never ever recommend anyone at this time. I'm not saying immigration lawyer cannot help you. They can help with maybe a husband when a file for somebody or different things, different area. I'm just saying for undocumented people right now that here for so long and they didn't try to do anything to help themselves. What's the sense at this time? What going to help you? People, no one needs to tell anyone anything. Watch the American news. It's really going to educate people and every single thing what's going on. It's going to educate people. I think it's a wrong move for anyone right this minute when it take their money to go give it to an immigration lawyer if you are undocumented. No, don't do that. Take your money, park some barrels, and go home. Pack up some barrels, get yourself organized, and go home. Get yourself set up when you go home. What you wanted to do, what you're planning, and what you want to do when you go home. Instead, go home to terrorize other people out there when they didn't put you in that situation. That's just some of the things. Then, this is some of the way I feel about it. For people now, like going home, and they probably have their money here and stuff like that. People, be smart. It's very hard to if you have your money to send it home in case you get picked up, because you don't know if when you go home, if that person you send your money to go into use your money also. It's hard to leave your money here with people. 3 people went home. 3 to Jamaica. Get deported and leave their little money here with their best buddy. And when they went to Jamaica, the friends not answering their phone. And I don't feel like that's cool. That's not good, But people have to take chance, We have to take chance in this world. Sometimes we take chance, it never favor in our behalf. And sometimes it does. But we take chances. I believe I'm not here to give anyone any advice about what to do with the money, if they had money. You have to know what to do with it. The only thing I feel like, as a Jamaican person, and, of course, they've been deporting a lot of Jamaican. I feel like if at this time, it just wastes the time to speak to an immigration lawyer about this type of situation. It's just a no. Don't waste money. You need that money. Don't waste it. Because I called an immigration lawyer last week to ask a question for a friend. And when I called that lawyer, the lawyer told me, based on his knowledge, his experience, and what he know, and his explanation to give out, he lost. He never answered the question I asked because he just told me what he know then and now is 2 different things. So I was just asking a question for someone, and basically he just gonna tell me anything, because everything changed. Every single thing changed. Every single thing is changed. So it's hard for someone not thinking positive and have a couple dollars and want to take their money at this time to go out there to give it to an immigration lawyer at this time. If you have no papers, I think right now they can't help. They do a good job. They're lawyers, of course, but at this time, I don't think, and you have lawyers out there would tell you straight up, nothing they can do because they can't do anything at this time. It's really hard. It's hard. It's horrible. Okay, people? Well, anyway, people, last Saturday I went to the supermarket. Last Friday I went to the supermarket because I was trying to grab some stuff for my grandson's birthday. I cooked some food, like some rice and beans, some curry chicken, and some pork ribs. and also make punch, those type of things. So they had a supermarket, like a plaza thing, where they had a supermarket and a CVS pharmacy, a sneaker store, a hair shop, a Dunkin' Donut, Xfinity place, different, all the rest, little thing is there. And that supermarket that I went to is the first supermarket in Boston where I raid and picked up people, send home. And I went to that supermarket, and when I went in the supermarket, it's only five customer in there, four and myself included make five. Apart from the cashier and like supervisor and stuff that in there. It wasn't much. I go through the old oil and it was just all empty. I kind of have to be very honest with you. I just feel a little fear inside of me. Not fear of something to be worried about, but literally just feel fear. I never experienced that ever happen. I never see this type of thing. Because when you go into the supermarket air, especially Friday and Saturday, it's crowded. You could spend up to 2, 3 hours into the supermarket. Now you just go in the supermarket, pick up what you want, and just go to the cashier and cash out. That's it. So I get what I go to get a couple of things for the party, because where I live at, they don't sell Caribbean stuff. And I leave the supermarket and took my stuff that I purchased to my car, and I just grabbed my plastic. I just leave my wallet, my everything. So on my way, going back to the no, is it going back? Is when I'm coming out from the ear shop, because they're going to the ear shop to get me the lace stocking cap to wear my wig. So when I go into the ear shop on my way, as soon as I open that door and coming out, it's like I'm bumping into two guys. And all I know, they look like a police officer, but not. They dress similar with a vest. And they walk up to me and they was like, what's my name? If I could show them some identification. I only have my plastic, my bank card. That's all. And I said, excuse me, sir, you guys walk me to my car right there, my wallet in there, and stuff like that. And then I was like, how you guys doing today? Those type of thing. Well, talking a little, I just go, because there's nothing really for me to worry about. I'm a citizen here for like 35 years since I become a citizen here. And I'm a born raw Jamaican, but I'm American citizen. But, it was like, I didn't feel scared or anything. It's just because I opened the ear shop door to come out, and my way coming out, I just bump into those two guys. You know what I mean? And I didn't feel scary or anything at all. But what I literally had to say to many people out there, if you are undocumented, live in the United States, basing, some of the things that are happening right now. You don't have paper, and these people pull you over, they stop you. Don't hesitate. Just express yourself to them nicely. You know what I mean? Express yourself to them nicely. Whatever they ask for, don't lie. Don't tell them lie. Just be real. Just don't lie to them about anything. They ask you for your identification. Don't lie and tell them it at your house, because that's just not good for you. Because every single person have their identity with them. For me, I had mine, but as I said, I don't like to take my wallet into store. I lost my wallet in store a couple of times, like go in the oil, press it down in something, and then forget it. So I stopped doing that. I just walk with my plastic. Whether I stick it in my pocket or anything, that's it. But my wallet in my car, in my trunk. So anyway, they really literally didn't even look at my walk with me to my car. They didn't. So some of the things then that really come across my thought is that You have a lot of people migrate from a lot of Caribbean country live here, all over the world here. And especially some of my Jamaican people then also. And from the day some of them live here 40, 50, 60 years. And if you go out there, I'm not telling people like to get rid of your culture, because there's nothing in this world can change my Jamaican in me, because I am a raw Jamaican. It can't. But people need, this is an English country. I'm not saying people cannot speak their country language. They're free. But it's when you speaking to people, speak proper to people. Sometimes these are some of the things then people don't even care to go in certain details with some of these people, because some of them can't give an explanation, can't express who they are. They can't speak to people because they get up every day on the same page. Some of you people need to just speak properly. It's not about to have an American accent. It's about know how to address yourself to people. It's very important. You know what I mean? It's just very, very important. It's very important. Address yourself to people. Like, when I ran right into them, it's like, I was like, I didn't feel scared. When I was in the supermarket, I have a little fear because it was empty. But when I bump into them, it's like, they ask me for whatever and, show me who they are and those type of things. It's like, all I said, I only walk with my plastic. You guys could walk with me right there to my car. I have my identity in there. And, we step off a little. And I was like, how you guys doing today? Which is something, I like to say to people, how people doing. And then they just said, okay, have a nice day. You know what I mean? So sometimes it's good to know how to approach people. And some people will literally know that they don't have any document and they still resist. They still act crazy, like some of them want to fight. They want to do those type of things. Don't fight. Just calm and relax. Relax yourself. They are the law. They out there to do their job. That's what they taught. So if they approach, answer their question nicely. You know what I mean? Answer them nicely. Don't try to act like you're a bad man or you a bad woman, or anything. No, just act nicely. Because when you do that, you're only going to make matters worse for you. You know what I mean? You're only going to make matters worse for you when you're trying to resist from these people and lie to them that, oh, my document at my home, when you don't have none at home. Just be honest. You know what I mean? Just be very honest. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you can say something sweet to people out there. You know what I mean? And the way you say something, they just, you know what I mean? I'm going to be real. Don't resist. Don't act like you want to fight. Don't act like you want to disrespectful. No. And learn to put your words together. It doesn't mean you're going to speak like American, because every Caribbean island and every country have their own accent. Everyone have their own accent. It doesn't mean you're going to give up who you are. But it's good to put your words together and speak softly and nicely so people can understand when you speak. You know what I mean? Because I go out there all the time. I will bump in my own Jamaican, Asian, African, everybody. And sometimes they approach me speaking their own language, And I said, I don't speak, those stuff, and those type of things. And because when you go out there, you bump into an Asian person, they taught every black person is Asian. That's how I feel, because they always coming up to you speaking their language. So I just feel like they feel like every black person speak their language. But we're not. We all come from different areas. But it doesn't mean anything you're going to use it against them. But I'm just saying it's very appropriate when people leave where they come from and come here. Learn to speak to people properly. Learn to can address yourself in an appropriate way. Then people ask you a question, you don't even know how to answer. You have to call someone on the phone to speak for you. No. Some of the things then that is very important. You live into a home and the home is all Jamaican in there. I know probably that home have kid in that home that go to school. It is very important that every single person in that home speak better. It doesn't mean you're giving up your Jamaican. You know what I mean? It's about you speak better in the home. If you're in the home, whether you're Asian, African, Jamaican, or who you are, and you in that home and everybody speaking your African language, your Jamaican language, you're speaking Asian, Spanish, everything. How can you go out there and address yourself to other people? You can't, because you're going to bring your same language in the home out there. You know what I mean? When I had my kids down here, when they're young and going to school, and when my kids they born, I never speak Jamaican to them. What I literally did, because I want to correct them, in certain things, because sometimes they go out there, you have slang words, and sometimes I want to correct my kids that it doesn't mean because you're in America have the accent just like we Jamaican have our accent or other people have the accent. It doesn't mean they speak proper English. So sometimes you have to correct your child here. You understand? Sometimes you have to correct your child, which many times my son goes to school, and when they came home, I have to correct them based on the words. You understand? I correct them. It doesn't mean because they born here, they have an American accent, it doesn't mean they speaking better than anyone else. This is some of the things many people don't really know. But it is. So it's good. It's good for you to my kids, they know Jamaican language, of course. They love it, they enjoyed it. But I choose not to. I want them to grow up when they go out there, they can address themselves to people proper. And these are some of the things that I literally done with my kids then. You know what I mean? I correct them in many times when they speak, go to school here in the United States. Doesn't mean because we live here and American have their own accent. It doesn't mean they speak 100% proper English. It's because many people out there don't understood many things. They can talk and say this and that and all kind of thing, and then because of the accent, people said, "Oh, they speaking good, they speaking that." We all have our accents. I'm a Jamaican. We speak broken English and patois. So just to tell you, you come from Africa, you come from all over. You're going to come here. You come here with your own culture, your own English, you're the way you speak. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, it's hard for many people out there, especially some of my Jamaican people that I'm here too. When you go out there, they've been here for ages, 40, 50 years. And myself, sometimes when they speak, I don't understand because Jamaicans speak very fast. I have to be around. We Jamaican people speak very, very fast. And sometimes here, I hear my own Jamaican speak after ask, say that again, because they speak so fast and they so deep in the patois. You know what I mean? They so deep, and they don't try to uplift themselves. Like, you watch TV, you read books. Those are the most important things can help you to speak properly. Watch the news, read books, and those type of things. You hang out with people sometimes who speak proper English. They can help you too. You start to adapt it. It doesn't mean you're going to kick your culture to the curb. No, you can't. But, this is what messing up many people too, because they can't address themselves to other people. And these are some of the things that really, 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 really messing up many people out there today. Especially when it come up to this deportation thing. This is what really screwing up many people out there. You know what I mean? It is. It literally is. But people, I used to like when this like ice just came out in Boston, like picking up people, it kind of really literally did give me a little fear. Not like I'm scared about the port or anything like that. I'm not a criminal. I'm not nothing. I work. I live a decent life, of course. But I'm just saying, um, of course, I feel scared going out there, especially when you're going not really fear, but I feel something, especially when I hit into the supermarket and no one in there. It just never happened. It just gives you a feelings, because I never see this type of thing happen here. You go into a supermarket, especially in the Caribbean city, in Boston City, in the Bostonian, of course, you're going to see a lot of traffic, supermarket. You could spend 3 hours up in there. It's not like that again. Those $100,000 cars, $50,000 cars, they're not in the road anymore. You don't see this much traffic. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It literally crazy. Literally crazy. Those expensive cars that when you go out there, you used to like saw these expensive cars on the road and those you don't see them. You just see a few. You don't see that many anymore. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. The place is not crowded anymore. Like, you especially when you go in the Bostonian city, like, it's the population there, it's a city. It's busy, it's not busy anymore. So I just look into my own thinking to myself that it's really a lot of people here, non-immigrant people, because where are those people at, especially in the supermarket. So for me, this is a time where if someone really trying to throw a party or anything like that, I would literally tell them, think, this is just not good time to do it. You're just wasting money. You know what I mean? This is just not a good time to throw a party here. It's not. Especially if you friends with Caribbean people. You know? If you're friends with Caribbean people, your party going to flat. Because no one coming. You know what I mean? I don't know what this summer going to look like. I think it's going to be one of the sickest summer ever here. I don't know what this summer going to look like because people not staying home. It's hard. People want to go out. People want to dress up. It's one of the best fun. Summertime. You can dress up sexy. You go barbecue. You go cook out. You hang out. You go to the pool. You just have fun. You know what I mean? What's going to happen this summer? I don't know. I will see. We all will see what's going to happen here this summer. You know what I mean? We all going to see. It's going to be a fiery summer this summer. I'll tell you the truth. Because people not going to stay home. Nobody going to stay home in their home. People want to go out in the summertime, have fun. You know what I mean? Because I love summer. It's fun, but it's too hot. I love winter more, like, make me feel cool and those type of things. But I love summer. The only thing I hate is just the heat. But everybody loves summer. You go barbecue out, you go here, you go there, you do all kind of things. So I don't know what the summer going to look like here. But this is just not a good time for anyone from the Caribbean should try to have a party, concert, or anything because people not gonna show up. Because if an artist from Jamaica anywhere like come here, I don't know. It's just like they're not gonna do great either. I don't see where they're going to do great because when you go to these artist concert, it's a lot of people, Caribbean people there. You may find some white, some little mix or whatever, but it's all Caribbean people. You know what I mean? So if they have a concert at this time, it's going to flat too. They're not going to do great. They're just not going to do great because of what literally happening. You know what I mean? So people, this is what I literally, like when last week when Marcy had her party and her party was flat, but you know, people say so many different things and those type of thing, and it was just like a hurt feelings for me. Like when it comes to business, when it comes to business, you plan to run a business. It's not every day you get up your business is going to be in top. Sometimes it's going to flat. That's business. And there's many people out there who run business. They have to close it down because they're not making money. It's just business. Business is something. It's two way. It's either either. It's either you make it or you don't. You throw a party. It's either people show up or no, or they don't. That's it, and we have to accept it, and not feeling bad and like make fun of that other person because what they did, people didn't show up and those type of things. People we have to love. We have to love each other. I didn't know people hate each other so much until they have these platforms going on in here, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, IG, and those things. I didn't know people so hate. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. You know, it's just crazy out there. You know what I mean? People want to see like something happen with you, something. They just take it and put it like they write in a book with false information. You know what I mean? So people just have to be careful when you go out there. If you're running a platform, just be careful what comes from your mouth. For me, I just don't like to put down people because at the end of the day, we all human being. And it to me, like growing up as a growing adult and look what this world make out of. It's literally like we're not better than no one. We may fool ourselves, but we're not. It's only for a matter of time. We're not better than anyone at all. We're not. Even the people I'm here that they said they talking about undocumented. Whether you're born in America, whether you become American citizen by paper, or you have a green card, or whatever, it doesn't mean any one of us is better than an undocumented person. Because many of them here, they work hard, very hard, and live good life. And if a person who born here or become a citizen here or have a green card here, if they can go in the supermarket and buy a chicken, the undocumented can do the same. So what's the difference? What's the difference? And those are some of the things that I don't judge people. I don't judge people. You know what I mean? Because we are equal. We just not living up to the way we should. Like we just against each other, poison against each other, hate against each other's. We're not supposed to. You know what I mean? And like some of these platforms is just like people just go in them not to talk positive things or or not to speak positive things or do positive things, but go in there like to damage other people's life. You know what I mean? It's just real. If you do something and it was not 100% or something happened, it's like you have to just be strong. When you run in these platforms, you just have to be 100% strong. You have to be a strong person, know when to ignore things and know when to cope. You know what I mean? You have to know how to cope, how to keep quiet and not to be too short. You know what I mean? And don't have thin skin. You have thin skin, you're short. Running a platform, not good. Just not good for you. Just not good. So these are some of the things then for us to really think about if you have your money here or anything. And I feel like, I don't know, or maybe this is the only way I can address this question. Like, I feel like people have to be smart. I can't tell anyone what to do with their money, because or whatever they have, because people going home, leaving their money here with people who they trust. They change their phone number, some not answering their phone. So I don't know. I can't even give an answer. The best thing that I feel like, if I was in that situation, which I saw so many people send their self home. If someone decided, they want to go home, send your money home first, and then you go home and pick it up. That's the way I feel. I don't know. That's just the way I feel. So I can't even tell people what to do in that area, because I don't want to tell people, oh, send it to your family back home, because everybody quick that. You may send it to your family, and when you go home, they're going with your money also. You can trust no one. The only person you can trust is God. You know what I mean? God is the only person you can trust. And trust yourself. Okay, you know what you do. No one else know. You only can trust yourself and God. That's it. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell people. I feel like when people at risk of getting deportation, I feel like I'm not even gonna say at this point, which I tell many people, speak to an immigration lawyer to ask what's the best thing to do. Majority of them don't know what to do. How many of them gonna be honest to you? Because everybody want money. That's their job. And if people not coming to them with job, how they gonna maintain their family? You know what I mean? But I feel like if a person is undocumented, have no document, this is not a good time to speak to a lawyer, because court got nothing to do with this type of deportation at this time. I can understand people who have pending case in the court. It's a total different thing. But for people who have no document for here, and then they planning and hire a lawyer at this time, it's nonsense. It's just nonsense. I don't see sense in it. Put your dollars down. Make plans if in case it happen, because I don't know if all undocumented people are going to get to deported, which it may happen, it maybe not. You know what I mean? It could happen, maybe not. So be smart, people. Be smart with your money. Be smart what you're doing. Very important. Be smart. And that's it. That's all I could say. I can't give out any more explanation, because me, myself, I just watch the news, and I don't even listen to many people when they say stuff. I just watch the news, and literally what I used to do, like, I know I have friends that they are immigration lawyer, and stuff like that. And sometimes I could ask certain questions about certain things. And now they can't answer the question you ask, because things change. If you go in Google right now and try to type in immigration stuff, you're not gonna see what happening now. So people, be smart and pay close attention to things, okay? And people don't try, Caribbean people, don't try to have no party now. It's waste some money. Send it home. Just give it the money to someone out there who hungry. It's just waste some money to prepare all those food, rent that all, and no one showed up. At this time, don't have no party. Your birthday come around, go enjoy yourself with 2 or 3 people, That's the way I feel. That's the way I see it right this minute. Now what's going on in America is not a population thing. It's not a group thing. You have 2, 3 friends, go out with them and enjoy, sit and eat, have a decent meal, and go home, enjoy yourself, or stay home and invite a couple friends over, cook, order food, catering, and enjoy yourself. Don't waste no money at this time. You're just gonna be flat, and no one deserves that. Okay, people? So anyway, people, this is it for right now. This is just it for right now, and I just hope you all have a great rest of the night and see you guys next time. Bye bye. And thank you guys for watching again. Thank you so much. Bye bye.